Your prom probably didn't have a glorious gaggle of Broadway troopers and their trunkloads of self-regard and narcissism gumming things up for your rite of passage. More is the pity, but in some ways I'd guess Broadway's musical The Prom isn't so unlike the one you lived through way back when. The build-up was more fun than the event, right? Inspired by an actual event, and the inspired is apt. The Prom is the latest Razzle-Dazzle showbiz love fest from director and choreographer Casey Nicholaw, who applied the same glitz and showbiz glitter to Mean Girls, Aladdin and, more to the point here, Something Rotten, that great mashup of the Bard and Broadway. Comparisons won't do the Prom much good. Something Rotten it isn't, but it tries. The Prom begins with a first act of laughs and a demolition of the type of delicious Broadway monsters who can drop-carry the musical jokes with the timed precision of a fussy broken doll walk.
The premise is this: a getting no younger quartet of Broadway performers, two having just bombed in a new musical, one reduced to waiting tables and another facing yet another season on the go-nowhere chorus of Chicago, come to the selfish realization that they need a little good press to boost their careers. Lo and behold, a cause with a capital C practically arrives on the iPhone doorstep. An Indiana high school lesbian is being barred from attending her prom. This really happened a few years ago, and the local parents' cruel decision to simply move the prom becomes the play's second act. As the full of themselves hoofers and belters, Beth Leavell, Brooks Ashmanskas, Christopher Sieber, and Angie Schworer, along with their more spirited than effective publicist, played by Josh Lamone, chew the scenery to great delight, descending on small-town America like bedazzled locusts. Their big numbers, changing lives, It's Not About Me, The Lady Is Improving, show just the hoped-for levels of All About Eve-level self-satisfaction anyone could want. Once the inevitable bonding in small-minded Edgewater, Indiana comes around, the musical loses oomph. Partly because few of the locals really come alive, including the young lesbian, and none seem particularly interesting. The Prom has gone out of its way to make young Emma normal. Don't blame performer Caitlin Kinnunen, but she seems more blah than relatable. One wonders if the creation of the rather drab teen characters would have been different if the writing occurred after the emergence of the real-life Parkland heroes. Oh, to see an Emma Gonzalez go toe-to-toe with these Broadway refugees. The songs, music by Matthew Sklar and lyrics by Chad Bagelin, are more than clever and entertaining enough, sometimes laugh out loud funny, other times moving. Nicholas' choreography, especially the Broadway pastiche stuff, is a treat, and while the concept, by Jack Viertel, is a good one, here comes Blue State Broadway to save the world from red state intolerance, and lessons are learned on both sides. The book by Bob Martin and Chad Bagelin could have been pushed things even further. Doubtful anyone at the Longacre Theatre would hold it against the Prom if it pointed a fussy finger even more sharply at the bigots.
What do you think about it? Share your opinion in the comments below the video. And also subscribe to the channel not to miss new, interesting videos.